Hi folks, this is Sean Hyman, and I want to talk to you about the consolidation that's happening in gold right now. Looking at a gold chart, which is using weekly candles going back 3 years in time. So each candle covers a week of time, weeks of trading, and it goes back on the chart 3 years in time. And you can see a nice healthy uptrend here overall, but you can also see how gold does. Gold will consolidate in a range and then break out. Consolidate in a range and break out, consolidate in a range and break out, consolidate in a range and break out, so forth. And for years, the breakouts have been upward, and they may continue to be. History will, history and time basically will tell. But I wanted to point out a few things. One, gold is in another one of these sideways consolidations, trading, a little above 1600 and a little below 1700. Within its range, and that will likely continue for some weeks on if history is our guide. Now, how do we know that? Well, just counting it up, we're starting an 8th week in sideways action in gold now, and over the last 3 years, the last one was 11 weeks long before it broke out. The one before that was 21 weeks long before it broke out. The one before that was 18 weeks long before it broke out, and the one before that was 16 weeks before it broke out. So if history is our guide, we know that one, likely there's some more weeks to travel in this range in gold, between a little above 1600, a little below 1700. Could be a few more weeks, could be 10, 11, 12, 13 more weeks. So, between the next few weeks and the next few months, basically, we will likely see gold continue to sideways range base. So if you're a range trader, probably a good time to trade gold that way. But the big thing that I'm pointing out is that be ready for the big breakout when it comes, because these breakouts are huge when they come, and the big moves will happen just over a handful of weeks time. And so you want to be there when those breakouts happen. This one moved quite a bit of territory in 4 weeks' time. This one was in about 6 to 7 weeks' time. Huge, big move. This one, it traded sideways as it was beginning to break out for a few weeks. And then over the next 3 weeks that followed was a lot of the big breakout there. This one, of course, lasted longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could say 7 to 9 weeks there. But point being is when they break out, one, they're going to break out for some weeks. Either way, whether it breaks down or breaks up. Particularly if it breaks down, it could be a huge chain reaction because, one, all the breakouts for the last 3 years have been upward. And two, it would be breaking a 3-year uptrend line here if that were to happen. If it breaks upward and busts through 1700, then of course this thing could go up for the next. It's usually safe to say that the pair will break out for the following 3 weeks, but sometimes, as you can see, it can go 5, 6, 8 weeks in its next advance. So I just wanted to show you the pattern and the habits of gold, how long it tends to range, how long it tends to break out. Why you want to make sure that you're there when gold breaks out and the levels at which it breaks out. And I think if you'll use this as a guide and keep a chart up with that mark and keep this in mind, notate this somewhere, I think that will help you in trading gold in the upcoming weeks when this gets ready to break out. Thanks so much for watching.